The laughter echoed around me like a haunting melody, each note a dagger piercing my heart as I stood frozen in that crowded cafeteria. My best friend, the one I had trusted with my deepest secret, had decided to share it with the world, transforming my vulnerability into a spectacle. The whispers rolled through the room like wildfire, igniting the flames of humiliation. "Look at her," they said, "a disgrace to her family." I felt the weight of their scorn pressing down on me, suffocating me under its cruelty. In the aftermath, my siblings, once my staunchest allies, withdrew their support. I was no longer the golden child. I was an embarrassment. They questioned my competence, my choices, and my very existence at family gatherings. "You need to get your life together," my brother said, his disdain palpable. I could feel the shame wrapping around me like a thick fog, blurring my vision of who I was and who I could be. But in that suffocating darkness, I found a flicker of light. I channeled the hurt that had carved deep scars into my soul, into an unyielding determination. I was done being the punchline of their jokes. I left my hometown, fueled by their skepticism, and immersed myself in the world of entrepreneurship. Every late night of grinding, every penny I saved, became a testament to my resolve. I attended workshops, devoured books, and networked relentlessly. I refused to let their laughter haunt me. Instead, I turned it into the fuel that ignited my drive. The struggle was real. I faced rejection after rejection. But with each setback, I grew stronger. I learned how to navigate the tumultuous waters of business, transforming my pain into purpose. My small startup, which began as a flicker of an idea, blossomed into a thriving enterprise. I poured my heart and soul into it, and slowly but surely, my vision became a reality. The very doubts that had once shackled me became the stepping stones to my success. Years later, I returned home, not as the broken girl they had ridiculed, but as a woman transformed. I stepped into that familiar family gathering, my heart pounding with a mix of anxiety and anticipation. I could feel their eyes on me, scanning my every move, but I stood tall, my confidence radiating like a beacon of light. I had built something from nothing, and I was proud of it. As I shared my journey, their expressions shifted from skepticism to reluctant admiration. My sister, who had once turned her back on me, approached cautiously. "I didn't think you'd make it," she confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. In that moment, I saw the flicker of regret in her eyes, and the satisfaction of my success washed over me like a warm tide. I smiled, not out of malice, but out of understanding. "I did it for me," I replied, my voice steady. "And for the girl you well underestimated." The room fell silent, the weight of my words hanging in the air. I had transformed their ridicule into respect, and I stood unapologetically proud of who I had become. As I left that gathering, I felt lighter, unburdened by the chains of their doubt. I had not only proved my worth to them, but to myself. I was unstoppable, a force forged from the fires of betrayal, and I was ready to embrace whatever came next.